Well, good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Welcome into another KDSJ Sports broadcast. It's the final time we will be here at Black Hills Energy Stadium this baseball season as Spearfish Post 164 ends the home stand for this year's American Legion baseball regular season as they host a familiar foe and their arch rival, the Sturgis Post 33 Titans, live right here on KDSJ Radio, KDSJ980.com, and also live on your TV screen at KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. Welcome into our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to first pitch. The Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off exit 32 Junction Avenue in Sturgis as Jake's Collision Repair with two locations, one here in Spearfish, one in Sturgis. Spearfish Post 164 enters this contest with a 9-12 record. Sturgis 5-10. This game lost a little bit of some mustard, let's just say, earlier this week as American Legion declared that Sturgis would be ineligible for playoffs. So Sturgis playing for pride and trying to avoid being swept versus their arch rival in Spearfish Post 164. Welcome into the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth here atop of the grandstands at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Clayson Davis on the call here this Sunday. Again, if you're tuning in, coming back from church, enjoying a beautiful day. A little bit windy out here today, a southwest wind. It'll be blowing right back into the face of the batters really throughout the game. And again, thanks for tuning in to KDSJ Sports. Having a lazy Sunday, either listening online at KDSJ980.com or tuning in on your mobile device or your smart TV at KDSJ-TV. Again, live from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools and teams in the Black Hills and in Northeast Wyoming. As Post 164, this is their last home doubleheader of the season. It's not even July. The last month of the regular season, Spearfish will be on the road from here on out as of now. We have no word of the Brookings being rescheduled. If I were to guess today, that probably won't be rescheduled. But again, those updates we will provide once we get them on KDSJ's Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. Again, it's Spearfish and Sturgis for the final time this Legion season on a Sunday edition of KDSJ Sports. We'll take a break, come back in 1 minute for our Laying the Foundation segment brought to you by Heiselin Concrete. Head coach of Post 164, Parker Laux, joins us to preview this matchup. It's coming your way in a minute. It's KDSJ Sports.
Benders to deer crossings, it's just part of life. When it happens, take it to Jake's Collision Repair with 2 locations in Sturgis and Spearfish. Locally owned and serving the Black Hills for over 15 years, Jake's delivers top quality repairs using state-of-the-art equipment, advanced training, and eco-friendly paint systems. Their technicians are ICAR and PPG certified and they work with any insurance company. So when collisions happen, and they will, choose Jake's Collision Repair.
Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
Reporting as we continue with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to first pitch between the Sturgis Post 33 Titans and the Spearfish Post 164 baseball team. Head coach Parker Laux joins us live from Black Hills Energy Stadium. Coach, it's the last home doubleheader of the season, and it's not even July. So talk about the importance of putting on a good show and taking advantage of this home field advantage that you probably won't see again for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard thing, I think for the kids. I mean, it's just how the schedule worked out. It's our, last game at home. It's not even July, like you said. But, yeah, we definitely want to come out here, get 2 wins, go out, on 2 wins at home. for, our seniors and kind of, for a lot of our kids. I mean, our JV plays at home in July, but, for varsity, I mean, we kind of become the road warriors after this. So we'd love to come out and get 2 wins against Sturgis and the home games this season on a high note.
I want to go back to Friday. You guys lost 2 games to a very, very good Yankton squad. Give your impressions of that game and what all you guys have learned and will try to improve upon here versus Sturgis.
Biggest thing I think we learned is that if you don't throw strikes, you can't win a baseball game. That was the big thing that we talked about with our kids. I mean, we just didn't throw strikes very well at all game. I mean, no matter what, and that's kind of been just our Achilles heel with all of our kids. We're not throwing enough strikes right now. And if you don't throw strikes, you don't win. It's kind of like if you don't hit, you don't win. And, I thought we had good ABs. Things just didn't go our way at the plate. It was just, I mean, when you're walking 5, 6, 7 guys a game, plus hitting a couple guys and then, making a few errors, I mean, it's pretty hard when you just keep shooting yourself in the foot. So, that's really what, the biggest thing I think that the kids, know. I don't think it takes a coach to tell them that. But we did, and we brought that up, and, hopefully today we can throw more strikes and keep ourselves in the ball game instead of just constantly being our own worst enemy out there.
You also had a few kids missing in that Friday doubleheader versus Yankton. What's the injury and the availability report for today?
Wiesmans are back, both Walker and Tucker. Bray is still out, dealing with his sickness. It's a little more serious than I guess we thought. But I think he's on the right path to getting healthy. But it'll take a little bit. But besides Bray, I mean, we're healthy and we're ready to go.
What was the focus on yesterday, the one off day you had in between Yankton and Sturgis? What was kind of the focus in preparation for Sturgis?
Yeah, we just got on the field and hit in the morning. It was humid yesterday here in Spearfish in the morning. But we got on the field, we just hit. We tried to keep it light. Like I said, we're entering kind of the dog days where baseball can kind of become mundane and kind of feels almost like a chore showing up to the field. So try to keep it light, try to make it fun. I mean, understand that we have work to do, not only at the plate but on the mound. But just keep it light, keep the kids having fun.
So you look at your opponent tonight, the Sturgis Post 33 Titans, no longer eligible for postseason, and I believe that these games will not count towards your postseason standings. So what's the motivation going into this rivalry game versus Sturgis?
Sturgis. That's the motivation. We want to get a season sweep with them. I mean, unfortunate for them that the American Legion Athletic Commission decided to remove them from the postseason. But I mean, that is what it is, and that's not my concern to really, go into that or my business. But it's the motivation is at Sturgis, and we, it's our last 2 home games, and we want to beat them and want to get the season sweep of them through the high school and summer season.
You see them plenty of times now throughout the spring season. You beat them at Strong Field earlier this season as well. What do you think are going to be some of the major differences that Sturgis will try to throw at you that you might not have seen throughout the spring and the summer?
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see different arms here today. Kale, I believe, is out on the mound. He threw the other day, so I don't think that he's able to be on the mound today. But we're going to see different arms, but I mean, it's still Sturgis. I mean, you still got kids like Brody Royer. I mean, he's the threat at the plate. He's a threat in the field. I mean, and I guarantee you we'll probably see him on the mound today. And he's a really good baseball player. I mean, they also got if they put things together, they're going to be good. I mean, Jack Jolly. I mean, Andrew Jeske. Bridger Massabaden. I mean, they have good players. I mean, we got to come out and be ready to play. But we definitely going to see different arms, and hopefully we're able to pick up the offense a little bit today and be able to get 2 wins.
And finally, Coach, what are your keys to a win versus Sturgis?
Have fun, stay loose. Stop. I feel like sometimes we're pressing. We're getting a little tight on the mound at the plate. Just stay loose. Realize this is a kid's game, and it should be fun. And keep doing the little things right. Communicating. Staying focused every single pitch, and being aggressive on the base paths. I mean, if we can take extra 90s, extra 180 feet, force them to make a play, and maybe they make an error. If we can do that, we're definitely going to be in a great position to win too.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thanks for the quick chat here this morning right before you take on Sturgis, and good luck in this doubleheader.
Thanks, Clayson.
everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being...
And welcome back to Black Hills Energy Stadium. We continue with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to first pitch between Sturgis and Spearfish as head coach Parker Laux laid the foundation to this afternoon's matchup brought to you by Heinzerling Concrete. Give them a call at 605-210-2320. As you dive in a little bit more on the Sturgis Post 33 Titans for today, Sturgis enters this contest with a 5-10 record. Again, they were voted ineligible for this year's postseason. So right now the Titans playing for pride as they are eliminated for this year's playoffs. So that means the 16 teams left, everyone makes it. So from Huron clear up to Brandon Valley in the standings, they are all eligible. Spearfish enters right around that 13th spot coming into today. And right now they would be at Sioux Falls West if the season started. Sturgis, again, 5-10 on the season. They entered today coming off of a loss to Spearfish Post 32 Bronx on the road, 5-9. Their last win came during the Shadron tournament when they took on Valentine, Nebraska, and won 6-5 back on June 21st, last week that is. And again, they will take on Spearfish here today. They lost to Spearfish 2-0 back on June 17th, losing game 1 19-7, then losing game 2 14-2. It was just timely hitting by Spearfish and big hits and a rally of hits. Walker Wiesman and Tucker Olson had a phenomenal day in 2 games versus Sturgis earlier this year. And again, the wind is swirling again here today, blowing right back in the face of the batters, so the outfield will need to be on point for both teams in today's doubleheader. We look at the statistics for Sturgis, batting right around a clip of 231 on the season with a total of 86 hits. They're led by Brody Royer, 378 average, 14 hits, 9 RBIs on the season. He'll have to have a big day here today in order to again pull the upset. Ethan Cermak at around 300, 282. Jaron Andrzejewski and Kaufman, first baseman, 250. Kaufman also has 14 RBIs, so when he does make contact with the ball, it can go anywhere. Meanwhile, we look at the pitching for Sturgis. Again, Cale Poole out today. He's their most experienced pitcher, 30 1/3 innings pitched. Brody Royer, will probably see him on the mound sometime today, pitching in 20 innings so far on the season, allowing 22 hits, 19 runs, and 35 strikeouts with an ERA of 4.550. Might see some new pitchers on the mound for Sturgis as well in this contest. As we continue to lay the foundation, brought to you by Heinzerling Concrete, taking a look at your home team, Spearfish Post 164, 9-12 on the season. They're coming off of 2 losses to Yankton back on Friday. Entered today on a 4-game losing streak, losing 2 games to Pierre last Friday, and then 2 games versus Yankton back on Friday. Right here on KDSJ Sports. Their last win came against Spearfish back on the 18th of June, 8-0, and then they beat Sturgis in 2-0. And looks like we're getting ready to go. And you know what? Christmas came early here today on KDSJ Sports. As joining me in the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, because I guess he has nothing better to do on a Sunday, it's Paul James.
Hey, I put my grill together. I got it broke in. I was free.
That Didn't take long.
So there you go. So that was what I wanted to get accomplished today.
So now you decide to go talk on air for the rest of the day.
Might as well.
You know what? Well, we greatly appreciate the help. Let's go to our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups, being brought to you by Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish and in Sturgis. So let our family care for your family. Ethan Cermak, the shortstop, leading things off for Sturgis. Brody Royer, the first baseman, batting second. Blake Kaufman, first baseman, batting third. Jack Jolly, your right fielder, batting cleanup in fourth. Jaron Andrzejewski, the third baseman, batting fifth. Landon Lyons, the center fielder, batting sixth. Gael Sundstrom, the catcher, batting seventh. Xander Heller is the left fielder. He's batting eighth. And then the second baseman, that is Vin Vainty, I believe how you pronounce that name. He is batting ninth for head coach Paul Poole. K.O. Poole is a backup, as well as Riker Olson. Meanwhile, for Spearfish Post 164, this is how they will start. Darren Crooks is your third baseman. He's batting first. Walker Wiesman back with Post 164. He's the shortstop, batting second. Tucker Olson playing second. He is batting third. Owen Bruner, he is center field this contest. He's batting fourth. Sean Sewell, first baseman, batting fifth. Cooper Chase, the left field, batting sixth. Your starter on the mound, the pitcher for 164, that's Carson Wood today. He's batting seventh. Jackson Peters Hatton's the right fielder, batting eighth. Tucker Wiesman's your catcher, batting ninth. With Connor Johnson, Luke Poling, Riley Fireeisen, and Tanner Gottlieb, the subs for head coach Parker Laux. Look at that timing. We are ready to rock and roll.
God, yes, professionally done.
That might be a bit of a stretch.
And here we go. First pitch fouled off for strike one.
Got it here, bud.
Sturgis in the baby blue uniforms, dark blue numerals. Spearfish in the all whites today. White jerseys, white pants, white caps, maroon numerals. And again, we're underway. First pitch at around 12:59, and here's going to be a drive that's going to go out towards center, right in front of center field, and Owen Bruner. And that's how Sturgis records their first hit of the day.
Some guys in different positions, as you mentioned, to start this one defensively for Post 164. And Sturgis, right off the bat, ready to swing the bat. That's what you got to be.
As Ethan Cermak now on the mound. Throwback over to first to pick off Cermak. As that's Sean Sewell over there at first. Carson Wood, again, your starter on the mound, has pitched in 10 1/3 innings. This is the first game he has started this season. He pitched versus Yankton and Pierre, and pitched versus Belfouche. His best performance of the year came versus Belfouche. Did not allow a hit, as Belfouche only had one hit in that entire game. As here's a pop-up that's going to go out towards the infield. Trying to track it down is Tucker Olson in that gusty wind, and he makes it look easy for out number one.
Yeah, part of it with the wind today, at least you have wind because it is warm, but on the other hand, pop-up to the infield is anything but really routine. As you could see, Tucker Olson's hat almost flew off his head because of the wind. So
again, it is gusty. Wind gusts up to 35 to 40 miles per hour today, so it could get a little interesting from the infield as Wood goes inside on Blake Kaufman with one out. Royer with the fly out the last at bat. Ethan Cermak still over at first. As here's going to be a short chopper over to the third. The throw to second there. Here's the throw to first for the double play. Did they got him? You betcha. Double play. Spearfish retires the inning early.
That was a nice play. Pick up at third, second, first. Boom, boom, boom. Right there you see the pickup and the throw. Good throw to first. Good stretch as always by Sewell for out number two.
So that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. They're still scoreless. 3 batters faced for Spearfish. 3 outs, and they'll have a chance to bat first in this contest. Crooks, Wiesman, Olson, when we return in 1 minute on KDSJ Sports.
Not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Bottom of the first inning, scoreless early here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Spearfish Post 164 to bat with Darren Crooks, Walker Viesman, Tucker Olson, your first three to go for Post 164. Starter on the mound, Blake Kaufman for Sturgis Post 33. As Spearfish batting as a team on the season, an average of 278, 142 hits, 87 RBIs, and Darren Crooks will lead things off as Crooks batting around 220 on the season. He's playing third this contest as Kaufman starts inside for ball one.
Yeah, Kaufman came in there on him a little bit, and Crooks sometimes, especially on some of those away pitches, he'll offer at him, and he'll, like, there you go, there's an outside pitch that he got after. It was a little bit low and away, and very, very aggressive at the plate.
So 1-1 to Crooks to lead things off. Again, 220 average for Darren, 13 hits and 12 RBIs. Has scored 16 times, so he's able of causing damage on the base paths when he gets opportunities to.
Yep, and yeah, he's not standing around up there looking for a walk. I don't know how many walks. Can you see how many walks he has? I bet it's not too many.
Let me see here. He's got 6.
Never mind, he got hit by a pitch. So.
Well, that's one way to get on base.
Yep.
So Crooks nailed by pitch. It's going to be a leadoff hit by pitch for 164 today in game number 1 as we take a look at that in our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. That one just might have looked like it slipped out of the hands of Kaufman and went high and hits Crooks in the shoulder. Now Crooks with a bit of a lead-off from first. No outs, and here comes Walker Viesman, who was dangerous versus Sturgis earlier this season. As you can tell, it is windy outside, and it's blowing right back into the face of the batter and also right back into the face of KDSJ Sports.
Yeah, and that's okay. It can blow into the booth here all at once, but as a batter, you're if you pop anything up or semi-line drive, it's probably going to get hung up by the wind.
Walker Viesman starts off 0-1. Next pitch, this is going to be fouled off the top of the bat, back to the parking lot. Viesman, 373 average, 22 hits, all of them singles this year. He has not hit a double this season.
Viesman?
Yeah. I don't know if that's entirely true.
I don't know if I believe
that.
But
13 RBIs, struck out 4 times, has been walked 5, and he starts down 0-2 after the foul. As Crooks away from first, in Spearfish with a double play defensively. As the next pitch, as Kaufman not a fan of the call, as he thought that was right on the line, but is outside. Ball 1-2 count now for Viesman. Walker versus Sturgis in 2 games. Got on base 8 out of 10 times throughout the season, and he swings and misses on the 1-2, and that will be out number 1.
You don't see him do that very often, but out number 1, as you mentioned. So Viesman, one of the early casualties, and now we see, is this Tucker Olson?
This is Tucker Olson, 417 on the season. He had 6 hits in 2 games versus Sturgis at 10 at-bats. He went 6 for 10 earlier this season. Again, 417 average, 25 hits, and 16 RBIs, and he fouls his first pitch right over to the Spearfish dugout as he tried cleaning that one off the ground.
And several of these guys at the top of the order for Post 164 just caught fire here a couple of weeks ago, and want to definitely keep that going here into the month of July, especially as you head out on the road. You want to be as hot as possible. So,
as Spearfish just kind of cooled down versus Pier versus Yankton as Olson, here's a pop fly that's going to go out toward right field. It's fallen foul, and it's going to land fair. Crooks has got to get on his horse because Olson is right behind him. Olson's going to check up at second. Crooks is going to keep on trucking over the third. And the wind strikes again, much like it did versus Sturgis in Game 1 back in June.
Yeah, I remember that night. It was so windy.
Oh, my.
That was a miserable night. Plus, it was about 20 degrees cooler.
Yeah. As the right fielder just dove, reached out, tried to snag it with a diving catch, couldn't get it. And here comes Owen Bruner. He's center field today. Again, Blake Kaufman, your starter on the mound for Sturgis. 16 1/3 innings pitched. As first pitch inside, about shoulder level with Owen Bruner for 0-1. As Kaufman, ERA of 3.00, has allowed 18 hits, 15 runs, has struck out 13, only walked, has walked 7, struck out 13. And this is his 4th game started on the season, as now it's a 1-1 to Owen Bruner.
And now he spikes one, but blocked nicely out there.
Bruner, the super senior, back with his last season for Post 164, graduated last year. It's his first season back with the Legion team since his last one. 327 average, and he's going to shoot one right over to shortstop. He makes the catch. Fielder's choice throw to first for out number 1. But Darren Crooks does score from third, so Spearfish will take the lead 1-0.
Yep, the chopper to short. Nice pickup, and the throw to first. Actually, it was out number 2. There was a strikeout. That was Beeston earlier. So, yeah, 2 outs in the inning. But, yes, the runner scores from third, so Post 164 on the board first.
So that's going to bring up Sean Sewell as Olson's away from second. Sewell also had a pretty decent day versus Sturgis earlier this season as he fouls his first pitch versus Kaufman. Sewell on the season, right around 265 average. Has gotten better the last few games.
Actually, he hit pretty well against Yankton.
He was our superior performer in game number 1 versus Yankton. Had 2 hits in both games versus Sturgis.
That's pretty darn good.
3 RBIs in game 2 versus Sturgis as well. And he starts off 0-1. Here's the next pitch. This is going to bounce off the glove, and catcher is able to recover in time, so it will be a 1-1 count.
Keep Olson there at second as he thought better of going down to third.
Yeah, Sewell was 2 for 2 in game 1 versus Yankton. Had a single and a double versus Post 12 Bucks. So Olson away from second. Sewell with the 1-1 inside. Here's the throw down to third. It's going to go right on by. Olson's going to keep on going as right shortstop has to drop and pick it up, but it's going to be too little too late as the air will score Olson from second, and Spearfish leads early 2-0.
Yeah, that was just, you got to block that any way you can, and if you can get to it somehow just to knock it down to keep that runner from scoring. But it was a high inside pitch too on Sewell, so first of all, tough for the catcher to grab that one and get a good throw off. And now Sewell.
Here's a crack that's going to land in front of left field and Alexander Heller. So after the base is cleared from the air, Sean Sewell sets up again at first. And if you remember, Paul, back in June, in that first game when Spearfish put 19 on the Titans, it was all with 2 outs really throughout the game.
Yeah, that's right. It was. There was 2 outs, and it just seemed like it just hung forever.
So that's going to bring up Cooper Chase. Again, the wind blowing our camera around at center field. So it's hard to get an accurate reading on our ABS square. That's definitely not legal.
That's definitely not ABS.
Official, I should say.
It's a good guess. But, yeah, you see the bouncing out there. And now we're going to see, looks like Sewell will stay put at first.
Didn't want to show off the blazing speed just yet.
Not today.
So Chase,
save some for game 2.
Chase is up 2-0 on Blake Kaufman. We're already at hitter number 6 in the order. Now Chase pop up, and the jet stream catches this one and blows it way back to the parking lot. You can see the dust get kicked up here on the infield. Again, blowing right back in the face of the batters. So it's going to be hard to send 1 yard out into the fence.
That is for sure. You're going to have a little ump behind that one if you do that today.
So 2-1 now with 2 outs. Next pitch for Kaufman, high and inside. 3-1's the count. Pitcher Carson Wood next. Jackson Peters, Hatton, Tucker Wiesman will complete the order. Again, this is already batter number 6 out of the 9. Just 1 hit.
Ooh, good pitch. Just missed though.
2 hits for Spearfish, and now a 3-1 walk. We take a look at that pitch again on our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay from Kaufman. Again, the square unofficial, and just a hair high.
Just a little high.
It was not by much. So here comes Carson Wood. He's your pitcher. As runner away from second, and the first pitch for Wood's going to be a bit outside for ball 1. Wood, 138 average, got 4 hits on the season, 3 RBIs.
Wood pitched pretty well against Yankton the other day. He was able, when he was able to hit the zone, he was throwing a lot of junk. As you would imagine, a team like Yankton, you can't go up there and just start pumping fastballs to him and have it, expect to blow it by him. You're just not going to do that. So he had to mix it up, and he did very well while he had the control for a couple of innings, was able to do very well. So probably his most effective outing against a varsity squad.
Yeah, it's either that or Belfouche. He did a pretty good job. I mean, really anyone who stepped on the mound versus Belfouche did really well. Curveball that lands right in the middle of the zone on the 1-1 count makes it 1-2 for Wood. Sewell away from second, and then you have Cooper Chase away from first. Jackson Peters Hatton is your next to go, if Wood can battle back, being down 1-2. And a timeout by Carson Wood at home plate. Sturgis 5-10, Spearfish 9-12. Entering today. As here's the 1-2 for Wood. It's swung on and missed, and that is strike 3. And Spearfish with 2 hits, 2 runs, they leave 2 stranded as Kaufman, after again a little bit of a rocky start, was able to buckle down in the last few batters and get the out. So that's going to complete 1 total inning. We'll head to the top of the second. Spearfish leading 2-0. Sturgis up to bat next in a minute with Jolly, Andrew Jeske, and Lions on KDSJ Sports.
To summer road trips, there's a lot your family needs to bring along. At Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, we've got the space to carry it all, and then some. Meet the lineup built for real life. The versatile Chrysler Pacifica, the powerful Dodge Durango, the refined Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the premium Jeep Wagoneer. Whether it's gear, groceries, or the entire family, these vehicles are ready for every adventure. Find the one that fits your family best at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on West Jackson and Spearfish.
Make eating better, easy with Tropical Smoothie.
Well, it is officially starting to feel like summer in the Black Hills. It's umbrellas are out. It's a high of 83 degrees. Again, gusty today, but I think the cool and cold weather, I want to say, has probably escaped us now.
I think so, at least for a month, until we start to get snow again.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. Boy, it was some nasty weather up north of us last night, and just kind of missed us. We were able to get just a few sprinkles out of it in the northern hills, and some areas east of the hills got some pretty good rains. I know out towards the central part of the state, a lot of places got 1.5 inches, 2 inches of rain. There was even an area around Brookings that had 4.5 inches of rain last night.
Cow.
So,
Can they send some of that out this way?
Right.
I don't really want to flood, but
no, I know, but some pretty nice rain.
This part of the region, we could use it. And Carson Wood starts off wheeling and dealing for strike 1 on Jack Jolly. He's the right fielder. His first at-bat. Again, Sturgis was able to get 1 on and then a double play. And Jolly shoots this one way out towards left. It's going to start trailing over to the fence. Would have been a really good hit if it wasn't blowing 30 mile an hour today.
Yeah, a little bit, but nonetheless, got to deal with that wind. Got to somehow get that ball down. If you can hit some line drives or on the ground, today's the day you want to do that. You don't want to get anything too high up in the air.
Jolly 200 on the season, 5 hits and 3 RBIs. Down 0-2 to Wood. As Jolly versus Spearfish had 1 hit in both games. The 0-2 is going to be a ball from Wood. And Sturgis ineligible for this year's postseason as voted on by the Legion board. Pop up into the infield, tracking it down is Tucker Wiesman. It wasn't easy, but he was able to find it and record out number 1.
Yeah, this good practice today, boy. If you want to try to deal with, you can see him staggering there, moving over to the right and make the catch at the end. So
Jolly fly out to the catcher is going to be out number 1. It's going to bring up third baseman Jaron Andrzejewski. And pitch to the outside, Andrzejewski not able to reach out and grab it for strike 1.
Yep, swings through it out there. Good position, good spot.
282 average, 11 hits, and 8 RBIs. He's also going to pop this one out towards Sean Sewell at first, and
foul ball.
Sewell, the turf monster, about claimed a life over there at first. So an 0-2 count for Jaron early. Woods looked pretty good so far on the mound here in the early going, just allowing 1 hit. Wood up to, this will be pitch number 13, and it's going to be a ball for 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of work in throwing his curves and off speed and changeups. That's a steady diet of those over the last couple of games, and now here's I believe that was a fastball that went up the middle and just more of a flat pitch that Andrzejewski was able to handle and send into center field.
As Andrzejewski ramps this one off the pitcher's mound right by Wiesman and Olsen at short and second, back to Owen Bruner into center field. That's going to be hit number 2 for Sturgis with 1 out. Andrzejewski with the second hit. Here comes Landon Lyons, the center fielder. And the first pitch off the catcher and Tucker Wiesman, but the runners stay at first and second. There's runner stays at first. Lions this year, 231, 3 hits, and 4 runs scored, no RBIs for Landon. A slower start for Wood on the mound. He's down 2-0. And that wind just continues to make an impact.
Yeah, boy, you see the dust sweep through down then. And we've had our share of wind this summer. I know that much. It's getting old at times.
Today's episode, it would be a beautiful day if it weren't for the wind. It's now 3-1 to Landon Lyons. Shot over towards third, and throw over to first for out number 1, throw over to second, out number 2, and they got another double.
A little bit, you get the perfect ground ball to third. Dirt there by Sewell for out number 3.
Good job by Sewell. Again, the ground out over to third, throw over to second, throw to first, and just like the first inning, Spearfish in second with a double play. They'll be up next to bat next when we return in Peter Satin on KDSJ Sports.
In Spearfish, just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made-to-order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood, all with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned.
Well, it's 2-0. Spearfish leading Sturgis on KDSJ Sports. Thank you to our sponsors allowing us to be here, including Buffalo Hardware, A&W Root Beer, A&J Screening. Also want to thank South Dakota Beef Logic, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating, Fisher Sand and Gravel. Also want to thank the Gold Dust Maverick Steakhouse, Pill and Optical in Rapid City. Want to thank also our post-game sponsor, the Stadium Sports Grill, the Millstone Family Restaurant, and also want to thank False Bottom Creek and Containers, Dairy Queen, and Eaton Construction. As Clayson Davis, Paul James, again, the wind is windying here today, in case you couldn't tell.
That's what it does around here.
I got a Nebraska fan joke for you.
Okay.
Why does the wind blow across Nebraska from west to east? Because Iowa sucks and Colorado blows.
There it is. There it is. We knew that was coming.
Anyone watching from Iowa and Colorado, I apologize.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. No, I don't. Of course, the center field camera wants to freeze up, and even that was like, what are we doing here, guys? Yeah. Jackson Peters Hatton, the leadoff right fielder, with Kaufman already up to 28 pitches, and this is just his second inning of action. As Peters Hatton sends this one up to the moon, and it's caught in the jet stream. Who knows where it's landing? It's going to fall all the way foul. Wow.
That was a long run.
He shot that probably right in line with that Monument Health orthopedic banner, and then the wind just sent it right back to sender.
Pushed it. All the way over to almost out of the park, actually. I mean, yeah, you better be on your horse if you think it's coming to you.
Yeah.
Now we're still frozen up out there in center field.
Well, here's a drive. This one's going to go out towards left field, caught up in the wind, and good job by Xander Heller. He was able to track it down, had to spin around a few times in order to find it, but he does record the flyout.
Now, that's normally not the way you do it, where you turn your back to the ball. Watch him turn around here. He turns around. But I mean, it just completely went in opposite direction of what he thought it was going to go when he read it off the bat. So if you take your eye off of it, you better hope you can get it back on it.
So now that's going to bring up Tucker Wiesman, the catcher.
And missing outside a little bit here is readjust the square a little bit. Again, the constant bouncing around out there of the center field camera, and
you know what? We're just gonna do that.
Probably leave it off.
The square is your imagination.
All right. Yeah, probably a good idea with just not quite able to keep things too steady here today in this breeze.
So foul ball, the 2-1 by Tucker Wiesman. Again, both him and his brother Walker were gone on Friday in that doubleheader versus Yankton. So they're back here this week. So Spearfish, again, they had a long break this week as they played last Saturday at Pier. And then their next game came Friday when they hosted Yankton. But I think the break will be welcomed as they got a lot of games and not a lot of days all throughout the month of July. Full count pitch. It's going to be a shot right over top at shortstop, all the way back to Jack Jolly at right field. And Tucker Wiesman staring at a full count and make it count and get on first with a hit.
Yeah, Tucker able to line that one over the second baseman's head. We see that boom, and just no chance of him getting up to get that one. And of course, if you're right field today, again, good luck trying to figure out where to play. You got to play in a little bit, definitely, because the wind blowing in. And just hope somebody doesn't really barrel one up and send it over your head, because it'll roll to the wall.
That was hit number 3 for Spearfish, leading 2-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard over Sturgis. Back to the top of the order with Darren Crooks, who sends this one up over top of the net, and the wind probably took it to the interstate.
Yeah, if you think you're parked back far enough behind us, you might not be. You might want to go an extra row back.
I think the safest part would be about 400 feet to the north of here.
We see Crooks swing and miss at that high fastball. Walker, Viesman on deck.
So 0-2 now to Crooks. Reached first after being hit by pitch his first at bat. Almost was drilled again because he was able to curve out of the way. There's a question for you. If you're ever down 0-2 and you see one that you know is going right for your face, do you just take it so you don't have to battle back from 0-2?
Well, come on now. Here's the deal. All you got to do is turn your head so it hits the helmet.
That is true.
Not your face.
That is true. Swing and a miss, and down goes Crooks for out 2.
No dental bill is worth getting to first base by getting smoked right there. And seen it happen enough where guys have gotten hit in the face, so
that is fair.
It's not fun.
Tucker Viesman is not over at first. I believe that's Tanner Gottlieb running at first for Tucker, being the catcher. Here's Walker Viesman. He struck out last time. Kaufman up to 40 pitches, and Walker leading 1-0 on the count. Just under 400 on the season. Again, was very good versus Sturgis. That kind of kick-started his season. Here's the short little chopper to Royer at first, and it's going to be called foul.
Yep, just outside the line a little bit there. Viesman will do it again.
So Walker's got new life. Now 1-1. Royer, Votny, Cermak, and Andrew Jetski, the infield. From first to third. From left to right, Heller, Lyons, and Jolly. Sundstrom the catcher, Kaufman the pitcher, and it's 1-1. Next pitch outside on the lefty, and it's now 2-1. Of course, we might be done in Spearfish, but we're not done with baseball altogether. Coming up next Thursday, I believe it could be one of the last American Legion baseball games of the sports season for KDSJ Sports, as we'll be in Rapid City as Post 320 hosting Spearfish Post 164 in a doubleheader. Games at, I believe, at 5 and 7:30 right here on KDSJ Sports, just before the oh-so-exciting 250 American Bash in Rapid City this year.
Well, it's kind of in the middle of it, actually, because festivities run the 1st through the 4th, so I'm sure we'll be battling some traffic. So,
of course, our Law on the Diamond being brought to you by our South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, and that's kind of a golden example why they wear face masks, as the foul tip bounces off the top of the bat and right back into his face.
2-2 pitch.
And Viesman will also chop this one off the top of the bat over the Sturgis bullpen. And we're keeping it here at 2-2 with 2 outs. Gottlieb at first, running for Tucker Viesman. Walker again struck out his first at bat. Here's the 2-2. It's going to fall high, and we're at a full count. Of course, we have the All-American Birthday Bash, the Black Hills Roundup up in Bellefouche as well this weekend. Of course, Angostura is always a very popular spot in the Southern Hills.
Lead having their 4th of July festivities.
The 150th anniversary of Deadwood this year as well. So it's a lot of things happening in the hills. If you want 4th of July plans and you can't really think of anything,
it's your own fault.
Yeah, I'd say you got plenty of options. So the 3-2 count with 2 outs. It's going to be inside for Viesman, and they're going to call it strike 3.
Take a look at that one again on the Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. Ooh, way inside, but rung up for strike number 3, and we are going to head to the top of the 3rd, 2-0. Spearfish Post 164 on top of Sturgis, American Legion Baseball on your Sunday, right here on KDSJ Sports.
We're back in 30.
truck and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
The stadium's
Welcome back to Black Hills Energy Stadium. Paul James, Clayson Davis, all on your radio on 980 AM, 103.5 FM, online, KDSJ980.com, and the KDSJ Sports mobile app, Amazon Alexa if you have one of those, and also on your smart TV at KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. It's 2-0.
It's ridiculous how many ways you can get this. This broadcast. Yeah, it's available everywhere.
Anywhere, anytime. It's going to be Kel Sudstrom, the catcher, leading things off for Sturgis as the wind, I think, is getting worse. And Sudstrom shot over to our first, and Sewell will make the easy play. 1 out on 1 swing for Sturgis, trailing 2-0.
Yeah, we see this one just couple of hops, and Sewell picks that one up, kind of in the basket catch there right in front of him, and easy to walk over to first for out number 1.
So down goes Sundstrom. Xander Heller, he's going to be next.
Whoops.
And very inside for Carson Wood on the mound. He's up to 21 throws. Vontney will be the last to go for Sturgis. And Wood responds with a strike.
So a ball and a strike on this one. And now way over the head.
Not quite a competitive pitch.
Nope, and as the younger pitchers that Post 164 has, and that they run out there, you want more and more of their pitches to at least be competitive. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be down the middle. You don't want them down the middle. But you want them to be close.
3-1 now for Sturgis, and the 3-1 swing and a foul. And we're at a full count for Xander Heller, the left fielder. Spearfish enters this game still in that 13th spot. They will, if the playoffs started today, they would go to Sioux Falls West. Of course, there's a whole month left to go in the season. So we have a foul ball off of the home plate. Keeping at 3-2 with 1 out. Again, Sturgis no longer available to participate in the postseason. So the last seed is Huron, who's 1-14 in Legion action, but they are able to play as the 3-2 pitch is going to be caught, foul tip to the glove, and that's going to be strike 3 and out number 2.
Yeah, it was just a high pitch that probably shouldn't have been swung at, offered at, and of course then add insult to injury, you get a piece of it. It's a foul tip, but still caught. So
here comes Vontney. He's the second baseman, Vin Vontney. Starts off with the ball, as Vontney has played. This is his 28th game on this season, or inning, and Vontney with a shot that's going to land right on the foul line and fair. Out to left field. Vontney will hold up at first, and with 2 outs, Vin Vontney picks up his 6th hit of the season, and Sturgis has got 1 runner on first.
Take a look at that on our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. Yeah, just a line shot that went right down the line. And Chase over there to grab it before it gets by him to keep him to a single.
And now here's going to be a hit over to short. A long throw to Sewell. Can he get there in time? Yes, it does. And I should say that our visiting fans not a very big fan of that. In fact,
it's so close.
Ooh, yeah, that's That is a bang-bang play if I've ever seen one, but nonetheless, the outs recorded in Sturgis with 1 hit, 1 left on, no runs, and they still trail by a score of 2-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Top of the third, here we come. Bottom of the third, here we come with more American Legion baseball next on KDSJ Sports in 1 minute.
Where sports fans meet in Spearfish. The stadium is locally owned and operated, and they carry the NFL ticket, NBA package, college sports pack, and stream all BHSU and Spearfish Spartan sporting events. Their famous steak tips and hand-patty burgers will satisfy any sports fan. The stadium is a full bar and grill, open daily for lunch at 11 a.m. and serving brunch on Sundays starting at 10. Plus, don't forget the scoreboard on Ryan Road next to Safeway. See you soon at the Stadium Sports Grill, Main Street, Spearfish.
Whatever the weather, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating keeps you in the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
Go to the bottom of the third inning. Spearfish leading Sturgis in American Legion baseball action 2-0. Tucker Olson, the leadoff hitter for Post 164 here at the bottom of the third. Both teams with 2 hits, Sturgis with 1 error, and Spearfish with a 2-run lead as Tucker Olson line drives the 1-0 pitch out to left field.
Yeah, just right. Just looked like he knew which pitch was coming, and he was able to get the great part of the bat on that one. Solid contact and drive it up over the left, or I should say over the top of the shortstop and into left field.
So good start for Post 164. That was their 4th hit of the day. Here comes Owen Bruner, 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out, that scored a run earlier back in the first inning. And Bruner starts off staring at ball 1.
Bruner showed some power this year. He does have a home run this year, but he's also hit some balls way out there. Today, you better put some muscle behind it.
Yeah, you might need to. As now it's 2-0 for Bruner. Blake Coffin's still on the mound. Our mics are supposed to catch like the bat and the glove, but all we do is, well, there it does.
It kind of does there. But yeah, today on the day with the wind, it's catching that.
And blowing right directly into the mic as well, so that's not quite ideal. Again, Bruner, 327, easily his career best. Again, he's played mainly outfield this season, has caught a few times. He has the record for most innings caught in a Spearfish Post 164 career, as the 2-1 pitch is high for a 3-1. But again, got a little bit bigger and stronger in college. Going to school at Wayne State College in Wayne, Nebraska. And it also helps injury prevention as he's beamed on the 3-1.
Well, you got a lot more meat on the bones. You got some muscle there.
Again,
rather than just ball on bone.
Again, rule 1, after getting beamed by a pitch, never show pain.
Looks like he's good. I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm fine.
Runners are now at first and second with no outs. Here comes Sean Sewell. Sewell's 1 for 1 on the day, but Coach Paul Poole from the Titans will head to the mound and we'll have a conversation.
Yep, and we can let you know that on Thursday, again, we'll be in Rapid City at Post 320 at Pete Lean Field. So it's sounding more and more like they're going to turn that place into quite the field with the turf field.
Oh,
is what I'm hearing. I don't know. None of that's official. I'm hearing this third hand. Really rits up the dugouts as well on the field, and just turn that into a much better complex in terms of, being able to play. The best part about artificial turf, and the number one part about it, is the lack of field prep that you have to do. You don't have to prep the field. You don't have to worry so much especially in the event of some rain or whatever. Let's say it rains an hour before the game. You don't have to play in a mud bog, you know what I mean? And, yeah, so some pretty cool improvements, sounds like, are coming to Pete Lean Memorial Field.
Of course, 320, a program that's been on a rocket ship the last few seasons. They made the state tournament last year. They upset their arch rival and number 1 seed, Rapid City Post 22. Sean Sewell showed bunt that rode the line and then fell foul.
Yeah, again, 320, you know, over the years they've had a couple of games here and there where they've been able to beat Post 22, but ended up beating them back-to-back, going back to last season in the state tournament, and then the first time they faced each other this year, and then the next game went into extra innings.
A game that most 320 fans felt like they probably should have had. 0-1 to Sewell, cleans this one off the ground and shoots it over to third base coach Parker Laux. So Sewell now down 0-2. Of course, 320 has got, again, just from a hitting perspective, has just gotten better and better and better throughout the year. And in Spearfish, and 320 has had some really good battles over the last few seasons. And if you're a Spearfish fan, you see a team in 320 that you felt like that you were even with the last few seasons start to take off. It kind of shows your squad that, hey, it's possible.
Yeah, Spearfish beat them one game earlier this season. Now it looks like Sewell, that one hung up. Feel like that kind of hit off the inside part of the bat a little bit down the handle, so Sewell wasn't able to get a lot of power behind that one. You see the shortstop just fade back into the grass and make that catch.
Ethan Cermak making the play, and the fly out. It's going to record out number 1. Olson at second and Bruner at first. Hold there, and here comes Cooper Chase. He's also gotten better at bats throughout the season, and he's going to show bunt immediately. And he's going to lay it down. Bounces right in front of Kaufman. He catches it, and he doesn't have a throw.
Wow.
And the bases are loaded on the bunt from Cooper Chase. I thought he was going to, Kaufman was going to try taking out the lead runner and Olson at third, but no one was covering third as Andrew Jetski played up to play the bunt, and no one covered the base. And by the time Kaufman spun around over at first, Chase was there, and the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, it looked like Andrew Jetski just came late to try to get that, and if you're going to come that late to try to field the bunt, you might as well stay at third. But if he would have, as soon as Cooper Chase squares around to show bunt, if you are the guy on that side to field the ball, you should come way up, giving yourself a chance to throw out the runner at first at least.
So the base is loaded now. Both of them were either parallel with the pitching mound, or even about
further in.
Yeah.
There's where you're going to be, and there's a pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
It's 2 runs, both of them earned. He's only walked 1. As Chase, that last pitch, 1 out. Again, bases loaded. To me, up here, which I know once you get up and personal, they're not.
They're not.
But from back here, from a distance.
Oh.
Here's a shot that's going to go by Royer at first, out to right field. Tucker Olson will score, and it's a 1-run RBI single from not Cooper Chase, but Carson Wood to push the lead to 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Wood. He just went with the pitch there. Again, you kind of have a feeling that that's ultimately where the strike 3 pitch is going to be thrown, and he just kind of looked for it. And when you look for it and expect it and just don't try to pull it, that's exactly what you can do with it.
So that still keeps just 1 out on the board. Here comes Jackson Peters-Hatton, fly out his last at bat. And he wanted this one bad and swung hard and misses hard for strike 1.
You see him kind of stepping back as he took a hack at that, step forward towards the pitcher, drive towards the pitcher.
So now the next run, the 4th run, will be Owen Bruner at third. Chase at first, Chase at second, Wood at first. Foul on the 0-1 makes it now 0-2 for Jackson Peters-Hatton. And he fouls that same pitch over on top of the concession stand.
So now you got to look out. You got to look away. You're down 0-2. Now he could, try to come inside on you and waste one, but that's only one pitch. So probably look away.
And he pops this one high. It's going to fall into the jet stream over toward the net, and Royer won't have a play as it lands in the grandstands. And we're keeping it here at 0-2.
That was actually kind of down the center of the plate, and Peters Hatton just kind of basically missed it in terms of squaring it up, but just fouled it away.
174 average for Jackson, 4 hits on the season. Could be a big 5th hit if he can find it. 0-2, and there's that inside.
Yep, now you're going to watch outside. No. And pitcher's even got another one to waste inside if he wants to, but you got to be thinking away.
So Kaufman gets the pitch. Here's the windup and the delivery, and this one is going to be hit fair out towards the right field, but it's caught in the wind, and oof. Jolly kissed the fence.
Yep, well, there's a fence over there, but yep, he was fine. But the ball was not caught.
It was hit fair, and then
the
wind just sends it right back over the line.
Okay, so I believe Jolly was trying to go outside there, but he ended up inside, or I should say over the center of the plate. Now what are we at? 1-2 still.
Still 1-2.
Still really can throw this one anywhere, probably away.
Here's Kaufman's throw. This is over the head. And now it's 2-2. The only thing this is doing right now is just loading up the pitch count for Blake Kaufman on the mound. Yep. That was his 75th pitch, and we're in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well in the pitch count.
And now
and in the dirt.
As Kaufman tried working quickly on Peters Hatton, throw off the timing, and maybe sped him up too much. And just like that, it's 3-2.
Now you just got to throw a strike if you're the pitcher. And if he hits it, he hits it. Here we go.
Here's the 3-2. It's going to be inside, and a dropped ball will walk Jackson Peters Hatton to first, and it will walk Owen Bruner across home plate for run number 4.
Yep, so it was no harm that the catcher wasn't able to handle it. It was ball 4 anyway. Run was coming home anyway, but it's 4-0 now, Post 164.
Still 1 out. Here comes Tucker Wiesman. He's 1 for 1 on the day. So now if you're Kaufman, after giving up that 0-2 lead, how do you respond with the next batter still with the bases loaded? And he does with looked like a good pitch, but it sinks low for ball 1.
Yeah, first and foremost, again, you got to get back to throwing strikes, and no free passes here, especially with the bases loaded. There's a strike.
He was able to throw the fastball just a little bit higher and makes it 1-1. Still 1 out, bases loaded. 268 average for Tucker Wiesman. He's got just 2 RBIs this season. He's going to show bunt and lays it down, and that allows Cooper Chase to steal third. And now the pitch over, a steal home from third. Now the pitch over to first goes wide. That's going to score
another run.
And Spearfish on a bunt from Tucker Wiesman did a great job right in the windup. He switches to it, lays it down perfectly right down the third baseline, and that a hit and run from third with Cooper Chase, and then the air over to first will put runs 5 and 6 on the board.
Yeah, it was just made Andrzejewski kind of hurry. Of course, Wiesman is pretty quick. If he'd have just I think he was there in pretty good time. If he would just concentrate on making a good throw, you're probably fine there, but rushed it. And now foul. No. Yeah, just foul.
Ooh.
That thing just went foul by the time it got to third base.
It was called, yeah.
Yeah, but again, kind of rushed it, Andrzejewski did, and Wiesman gets down the line pretty quick, so puts a lot of pressure on your third baseman.
So again, the hit and run on the bunt scored Cooper Chase from third, and then the air to first allowed Carson Wood to score from second. So Tucker Wiesman, who's not running, I believe that's Tanner Gottlieb running at second. Jackson Peters Hatton's at third, and the 0-2 pitch from Kaufman to Darren Crooks is going to be fouled low. Still just one out, 2 runners in scoring position. Crooks hitless so far on the day. Was hit by pitch his first at bat and then struck out his second. And he sends this one high and into the wind. Left field, Xander Heller does track it down, makes the catch, and now here's going to be the run to go home. Here's the throw from the catcher. Did they get him?
Safe.
And they say safe.
I think the catcher dropped it. Boy, he had him. The throw definitely beat him, but we'll take a look at the catch out there in left field, and then great relay, actually. And
so now we'll see the throw home.
So we see the catcher bring it back, had him, and then
yeah, you see him pick up the ball at the end
with his right hand. Yep, so it came out.
So that is how Jackson Peters Hatton scored from third on the sac fly. That'll make it 7-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. 2 outs. Now for Spearfish, a runner over at third. That's the runner for Tucker Wiesman. Here's Walker Wiesman now. He's 0 for 2 and sees one go over the top of the plate and misses for strike 1.
I don't think that's probably sitting too well with Walker today. He's probably itching to get a hit here or a good swing on one.
As, of course, it's been over a week since both of the Wiesmans have played a game. They were not here on Friday versus Yankton. So their last contest came last Saturday when they were at Pier. So you almost wonder if there's maybe a little bit of rust to knock off with.
Not for Tucker, though. He's
oh, no, Tucker's done good.
Tucker came out and has hit the ball. Nice bunt he laid down before, and then before that he had a base hit to right.
Early candidate for our player of the game. Wiesman tracks down this one, shoots it over to Votny at second, and the ground out will retire the inning with a runner stranded at third.
Well, there you go. As Sturgis needed something good to happen, and they get the easy ground ball to second and the throw to first to finally record the out, but 5 up on the board for Post 164 in the bottom of the third. They lead 7-0 going to the top of the fourth, back in 30 on KDSJ Sports.
Frontier Days, the 130th Frontier Nights lineup is locked and legendary. Starting with Treaty Oak Revival and Jesse Murph, Alex Warren with Noah Cyrus, the Red Clay Strays with Wyatt Flores, Riley Green and Trace Atkins, Blake Shelton with Avery Anna, Hardy and Cameron Whitcomb, and Zach Top with Jody Messina. 10 days, 1 legend. Frontier Nights tickets on sale now at cfdrodeo.com.
It's top of the fourth inning, 7-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. It is First Responders Day here in Spearfish. It's the last home game, a home doubleheader for Post 164 this regular season, as they will be on the road the rest of the way this year, starting next Thursday when they are at the 320 Stars in Rapid City. We'll have that game right here on KDSJ TV, on YouTube and on Facebook, and I believe, not confirmed, we'll have it on KDSJ Radio as well. But for scheduling changes, tune on to our website at KDSJ980.com and also our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. And then Spearfish, Tuesday, July 7th, they'll head to Yankton and then head to Brandon Valley. So a tough road trip battling the top 2 teams in the state, and a team that you just lost to 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's so they play Tuesday?
Tuesday. So, I mean.
And Yankton, and then Brandon Valley's when?
Wednesday.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's.
And then they'll wrap up the regular season at Watertown and at Aberdeen. Pop fly out to center, and giving chase is Owen Bruner, and snags it like a cool cat in center field.
That
to
was
record out number 1.
Anything but easy. It looked like he was like, okay, I got it. I just got to move over a little bit.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Oh, crap.
Wait a minute.
There's wind.
Just kept pushing away from him, but he tracked it down.
So that's going to fly out Brody Royer, the first baseman. Sturgis 3 hits, but I believe they haven't reached third base yet this game. And that's going to bring up Blake Kaufman, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He swings and misses for strike 1. Wood still on the mound. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. It's going to be called a ball. Kaufman was able to just twist his shoulders and does not move the bat, and it's 1-1.
He was able to hold up on that one.
And similar type check swing. He doesn't swing the back, moves the shoulders. It's now 2-1 on the pitch that goes low and outside from Carson Wood. 33 pitches. Here's his 34th. This is going to be fouled off a home plate, and the count's now tied at 2. You look at the differences in pitching today. Wood, 35 pitches, 21 strikes after 11 batters, has allowed 3 hits, and then Blake Kaufman, 88 pitches.
Oh, boy, yeah. That pitch behind Kaufman, he kind of leaned forward and let that one go behind him.
So now it's a full count, 3-2. Wood working quickly. He tries outside and high and misses, and that's going to be a full count walk for Blake Kaufman.
Sturgis needs a lot of base runners here. Try to get somebody punched across.
We approach the halfway point in this game. Spearfish leading 7-0 on our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Brought to you by Junix here in Spearfish, 644 West Jackson in Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-642-2651 or visit junix.com. So here comes Jack Jolly. 0 for 1 on the day for the Titans. And Wood outside, ball 1. Spearfish 9-12 on the season. They hit the 10-win mark in the spring season, finishing the spring season at 10-14 for the Spartans. Lost in the regionals to Sioux Falls Jefferson.
High school's a interesting animal here as we see a high ball chopped up. Excuse me, I thought it was chopped up, but it was popped up. So an easy out.
Outmade at third base, Darren Crooks. Also to mention, no Jack Scharf today.
Oh, okay.
As they are vacationing, the Scharf family. Hopefully they're tuning in to KDSJ Sports. If you are, thanks for tuning in, guys.
And it looks like that was the first pitch was a ball. So, yeah, we'll have another game for you here in the doubleheader today. And that'll come up, oh, gosh, anybody's guess.
Yeah, who knows.
3 o'clock-ish, 3:30.
Somewhere around there. This is Jaron Andrzejewski, who's 1 for 1 on the day. It's 2-0 to Andrzejewski. Wood now 42 pitches, and Jaron shoots this one by shortstop out to left for a base hit and a single for Andrzejewski. Puts runners at first and second.
Yeah, nice hit there. Very solid. Just was calm with that one. Took that pitch, pulled it in between third and short. Easy base hit there. Nice job. So Sturgis got a couple of guys on now.
Just what they need, especially with 2 outs. Here comes Landon Lyon, the center fielder. And his first pitch fouled off the bat back to the wall. Right over the plate was Carson Wood. So Lyon 0 for 1. 44 pitches now for Carson Wood. We saw Jack Scharf and Sean Sewell start games 1 and 2 on Friday. Carson Wood, this is his first start of the season. As the 0-1 pitch is a ball for Landon Lyons.
Rough go for Post 164 to play Yankton on Tuesday, Brandon Valley Wednesday, and then 3:20 Thursday.
No, it's 3:20 first on Thursday, and then the following week it's Yankton and
Oh, I got that backwards. Okay,
yeah, I got it backwards yesterday.
I was thinking that, yeah, okay.
No, yesterday I said that Yankton was first, then 3:20, and the 1-2 pitch to strikeout. As Paul and I figure out what days of the week are what, Carson Wood responds with the 1-2 strikeout on Landon Lyons, keeps the runners planted at first and second, and on one hit 2 were left on, and Sturgis still with a big 0 on that Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Spearfish up next to bat. They lead 7-0. We'll have more American Legion baseball next on KDSJ Sports after this 30-second timeout.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Fisher.
We're back at Black Hills Energy Stadium in Spearfish as the Post 164 baseball team leading Sturgis Post 33 Titans 7-0. Tucker Olson leading things off from second base, and Spearfish, they put 3 runs on the board here in the 4th inning. It puts the pressure on Sturgis in the 5th to not end this game early.
They do, so we'll see what Tucker can do. Tucker Olson to start it off. He's hacking right away and fouling it out of play.
So Olson 2 for 2 on the on this game. Again, 4-17, leading Spearfish in batting as now Kaufman inside, and it's 1-1.
It's kind of how I thought it would turn out with him this season. Again, in the high school part, it just was a slow start for him here, but he's seeing the ball very well now and just really come alive here in the last month. And that's exactly what you want from him. And then Walker Wiesman is doing so well as well. And now a strike called.
2-1, now 2-2 for the leadoff second baseman. Olson can pretty much play any position, outfield, infield, first, and some high cheese thrown by Kaufman was enough to have Olson swing and miss for strikeout number 1.
Yeah, actually really good set of pitches there by Kaufman there. Got a over-aggressive Tucker Olson to go for that top one. A little bit of a drop on that pitch at the last second there, but it was still well above the zone. So nice job by Kaufman.
Bring up Owen Bruner. He was our superior performer of the game in Game 2 on Friday. As first pitch strike from Kaufman. Wonder if that gave him a little bit more confidence after taking care of the leading batter from Spearfish. The lead off this inning. Now throws a strike on Bruner, and now Bruner gets a hold of the second one. Just shot over to Cermak at short, and the put out at first as Cermak to Royer takes care of Owen Bruner for quick out number 2.
Yeah, and to get a defensive play behind you too, a backhand at short, and then the hard throw to first in the pickup for out number 2.
So Olson and Bruner taken care of by the Post 33 Titans. Here comes Sean Sewell. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch, a bit low and outside, ball 1. Sewell and Crooks, the 2 seniors on this year's team, not including Owen Bruner. And Sewell line drives this one out to left, and the wind will send this one just on the wrong side of that pylon. It pretty much landed at the warning track.
Wow.
So he got a hold of it.
Yeah, he did.
Even into the wind, but it pushes it foul. Kaufman now 97 pitches, and it's 1-1 to Sewell. Now Sewell, this time he sends the next pitch fouled over to the concession stand in front of right field. Makes it 1-2 on the count. Here's the 1-2. It's about eye level with Sean. 2-2 now. Kaufman, there's his 99th throw, and it's going to be fouled right to the net.
Kaufman has made some good pitches here this inning. He's been very competitive, mixing it up well, moving it around, keeping guys guessing. Sewell had that long strike, but
2-2 now. Sewell, here's a pop-up that, again, catches the jet stream and sends it out of the park. So all this is doing is loading up the pitch count on Kaufman. This could be his final batter faced.
Oh, yeah, at 100.
Here's 101 and a 2-2 count. And Sewell will again send this one out to left. Doesn't have the distance like he did the previous at-bat. Fly out to Xander Heller will complete the inning.
So Sewell comes in and makes a little racket with a long foul ball, but ends up popping out to left for the third out. Post 164 does not score in the bottom of the 7-0. Got top of 5 coming up. And Sturgis Post 33 coming to bat. 30 seconds right here on KDSJ Sports.
Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
Oh, sweet child of mine. Rocking and rolling here on Black Hills Energy Stadium. And we're rocking and rolling with American Legion Baseball on Black Hills Gold Hits, KDSJ, 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and KDSJ980.com, as well as on TV or your smartphone or mobile device, anywhere you can find YouTube and Facebook. Might be your Samsung smart fridge for all we know. Tune in to KDSJ-TV there as well.
Yeah, I think I told you this before, didn't I? We have one of those.
Yeah, you did.
And I don't think we've ever used it for that.
Well, I do know my cousins, they used to have a smart fridge when we were growing up. And, yeah, they found out they could check Instagram from it.
Oh, my. We got one of those for the sole purpose. Well, one, it was on sale because it was
for the sole purpose of being on sale.
It was ridiculously priced. There's a pop-up to the infield.
Well, leadoff hitter was Kjell Sundstrom, the catcher, and he shoots this one right over to Walker Wiesman at short to record out number 1.
So we got it for the sole purpose of you could do at the time you couldn't sync calendars, but there was a calendar on that fridge where you could put all the activities on there, plus it was on your phone. So it was really cool. That was like the selling point. And then they updated it and took that feature away.
Well,
thanks a lot. We appreciate that. You know, so instead now we get to watch YouTube videos on this thing. It's like, no, we're not going to.
Priorities.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Why would you try to schedule and remind your fridge remind you of your dental appointment when you can watch Mr. Beast instead?
It's true. It's true. Yeah. So, yeah.
Xander Heller, the left fielder, now up to bat after the fly out from Sundstrom. Sturgis scoreless. 5. If you're just joining us on KDSJ Sports, Spearfish got on the board in the first inning, 2 runs to nothing, and then a 5-run third inning has made it 7-0 as we're at the top of a Heller that goes over the top of the net and pushes over top of our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Around 52 pitches. No one warming up in the bullpen for Sturgis. Of course, they've only had 2 subs this game.
Yep.
So the Post 33 Titans a little bit shorthanded here on this Sunday. And on a sinker thrown by Carson Wood, swings and misses for strikeout.
Take a look at this one again. We'll see where this pitch ends up from Wood. Oh, zone.
Sinks right when it reaches home plate. Votny had to hit his last at bat. Wood outside and low again. It's called ball 1. And the Titans got a few more games on the schedule this year, and they will take on the Jets.
There's a hit by pitch.
And Ethan Cermak will be next. So with 2 outs, Votny over at first. He'll also take on Casper Sturgis a little bit later this summer. And that's all they show on the schedule, at least that I see. So 0-1 to Ethan Cermak, back to the top of the order. Ethan fouls the 0-1 outside for 0-2. Still flying up there?
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
I'm just seeing who's going to the concession stand to see if they can get me a hot dog.
Connor Johnson and Luke Polling's over there. Corn dogs, Jackie.
Yeah.
Corn dogs for all these people. 0-2 count for Cermak. He's 1 for 2. Jaron Andrzejewski's 2 for 2. He's leading Sturgis right now, but a strikeout on the 0-2 for Ethan Cermak will end the inning for Sturgis here at the top of 5.
We'll see Wood again doing a good job mixing up those pitches. Again, you threw that one in right at the top of the zone, a little bit high and inside. And strike 3, 7-0, still the score. Bottom of 5 coming up is Post 164. Should they score 3, would end this. And we'll be right back right after this in 30 seconds.
Casino invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Gold Dust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
In a land of
Probably one of the best Dire Straits songs ever was Walk Up Live.
Great song.
Great song.
Great song.
You can also hear that on Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ.
You guys play that, don't you?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay.
Especially Saturday mornings.
When you're on the air.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to hear that song.
Play all the best hits from the 60s and 70s and early 80s. Pop up by Cooper Chase to the catcher, Cal Sundstrom. It's going to be 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 out for 164. So Chase a fly out to get started here at the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 7-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. 6 hits for Spearfish, 4 for Sturgis, 2 errors for the Post 33 Titans.
Wood fouls one straight back to the backstop there as he tried to turn on one there, but he couldn't square it up.
Carson Wood is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's been walked once as well. So he's been on base 2 out of 3 times.
So I know you haven't been doing the radio DJ thing a very long time, but what is the #1 question people ask you about doing that? I can tell you mine. As there's a pop-up to the right, looks like it's out of play.
As far as just a question in general?
About your job.
Okay. I guess the top question I get is, so you really just play songs in the station all night? And sometimes I screw with them and say, yeah.
Mine I get is, do you pick the song? Do you get to pick whatever you want?
I also get that one as well.
That's the #1 I
get.
Is do you pick all the songs?
We'll get a random request like, hey, can you play this song? And
I think the reason they ask that is because they want to know who to blame for playing the songs that they don't like. So.
I mean, sometimes I can just throw Cody under the bus. But Cody has a better taste in music because I do. Here's a base hit for Carson Wood. It goes off of the outstretched arms of Vin Votny at second. And a base hit for Carson Wood. He's now 2 for 3.
The grass tried to cut that one down up the center of the infield, but it was able to make it scoot through, get by the second baseman out in the center.
And that will do it for Blake Kaufman. Officially 108 pitches, so he is done for the day. And we will see who Coach Paul Poole will put on the mound next. It looks like it will be Jaron Andrzejewski, as he was going to receive the glove. So Kaufman's day is done. And he ended with 4 1/3 innings pitched, 11 hits and 7 runs, 5 earned, walked 2, struck out 5. And that's the end for Kaufman. And here comes Jaron Andrzejewski as he will warm up on the mound, and we will take a break and come back. The rest of this 5th inning, 7-0 Spearfish leading. We'll be back in a minute with Andrzejewski on the mound for Sturgis on KDSJ Sports.
Chaos, the Container Queen has you covered. At False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, we've got premium containers and custom sheds fit for royalty. Whether you want to buy new or used, she can handle the delivery. High cube, side doors, double doors, you name it, she's got it. Visit fbcccontainersandstorage.com or call today. False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, home of the Container Queen.
Missing a meal just like Mom used to make? Now you don't have to. The Millstone Family Restaurant can fill that void. From a hearty home-style breakfast served all day to daily specials to the soup and salad bar, the Millstone is your place for classic comfort food made fresh all day long. Locally owned and operated, the Millstone is part of the Spearfish community. Don't be shy. Pull up a chair at our table. Whether you're a local or if you're only in town for the weekend, make yourself at home at the Millstone Family Restaurant off I-90 exit 12 in Spearfish.
For 20 years.
So Jaron Andrzejewski on the mound for Sturgis after his pitch count. And we're at the bottom of the 5th inning of a 7-inning scheduled contest. Jackson Peters Hatton will be the first to face Andrzejewski on the mound. 7-0 Spearfish leading Sturgis on our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. And it looks like Jackson Peters Hatton's going to call time at home plate.
Yeah, he was up there waiting a long time, and at some point you just kind of got to reset and just take a little walk and get ready to go for the first pitch.
Andrzejewski has pitched in 1 1/3 innings so far this season. Again, not a super deep pitching staff for the Titans, as this is the 3rd game that Andrzejewski's appeared on the mound. Pitched 2/3 innings versus Gillette back on June 18th, and then 2/3 innings versus Shadron. Here's a shot out towards left. It's going to be caught for the out. Now here's the long throw over towards first, and it bounces off the Spearfish bullpen.
In the general direction of first, but they did have a shot. It was a hit and run. So the runner was going.
That's the wrong replay.
That's okay. Take a look at that one again. But, yeah, well, the runner was going. So the left fielder did have a chance if they could have got a good relay throw to the infield to get the runner, which I forget who it is at first.
It is that kid.
That kid.
It's technically Luke Poling.
It's Luke, yeah. Luke Poling out there running now, but
here comes Tucker Viesman. He's 1 for 1 on the day. The catcher for post 164. Of course, Poling running for pitcher Carson Wood. He's going to run. Here's the throw down to second. Did they get him? No, they didn't.
Just beat it in there as we in.
See how close he was.
That was close, but I think his hand got in there before the glove got back to where the body was. Nice job on that, by the way.
You know, it's
slowing that down.
They're giving her a shot.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch. Excuse me, the 0-2 pitch now called a ball, so it's 1-2 to Viesman. And he'll foul to the Spearfish bullpen. So Tucker Viesman, the last in the order. Darren Crooks on deck. That will be through for Spearfish. Again, leading 7-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. 1-2 a bit high. 2-2 now to Viesman. that 0 on the scoreboard, it would be the second shutout that the Post 160 made this season. 3-2 now. Tucker, runner away from second, and Polling's got to get back on quickly as shortstop Ethan Cermak was waiting for the throw. Wiesman will send this one to the parking lot. You can just see the dust get kicked up here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Wind gusts 25-30 miles per hour today, with wind gusts as high as 40.
Kind of comes and goes. This morning I was outside, and now we see the runner down to third, going to get in there safely. Again, Poling able to use the speed and more so the predictability, or the at least kind of get a good timing on the pitcher, Andrew Jeske, to get a good jump. So that is a full count walk as Tucker Wiesman will head back to the dugout, and the runner for him will be Tanner Gottlieb. Runners are in the corners. And now we're back to the top of the order with Darren Crooks. Pitch looked to be a little bit up and away.
So 0-1 to Crooks. He's 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI scored for being hit by pitch. And he pops this one high into the wind out toward left field. Xander Heller has a beat on it and will retire the inning, as Spearfish will leave one stranded at third, and a 0 on the scoreboard for the 5th inning.
Yep, we see Crooks not able to get anything too barreled up on that, and then of course the pop-up in this wind is definitely going to hold it up out there as we go now to the top of 6. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Spearfish leading Sturgis 7-0, back to in 30 on KDSJ Sports.
A better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience, and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
So we go to the top of the 6th inning. Carson Wood is still on the mound. The wind is still blowing.
So you're saying it's a little breezy.
Is this enough of a hint?
Yeah, it's a little breezy. But it feels good. I mean, it's really, it's an extremely comfortable day today. I mean, especially since the breeze, if there was no wind, it would probably be uncomfortably warm. But, yeah, the breeze coming through here, and the trees are waving out there in center field. And, yeah, it feels more like June now than it did a few days ago, that's for sure.
Spearfish still leading this one 7-1. Of course, if you missed any of the action today from Game 1, or if you happen to miss Game 2, first of all, what were you doing? And second of all, don't worry, you can re-listen to any game anytime. Just go to the podcast tab on KDSJ980.com, and also to rewatch this game or our previous sports broadcasts from baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, rodeo, and football. You can do so as well on our YouTube channel at KDSJ-TV. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe so you receive notifications and you never miss another live sports broadcast. Here's a hit over to second base, Tucker Olson. Ground out as he throws it over to Sean Sewell at first, as Brody Royer caught out at first for out number 1.
Yeah, just one pitch, 1 out right off the bat. And here we go now to Kaufman, I believe, right?
Yep, Blake Kaufman, who's 0 for 1 on the day.
Pitch inside on him. Start from Wood. Wood has thrown 61, now 62 pitches. That's it.
And Sturgis is already on their second pitcher. It's Kaufman next pitch. Glances over top of the net and over top of our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several teams here in the Black Hills in Northeast Wyoming. 1-1 now to Kaufman as Wood goes inside on the 1-1, 2-1. So that's called a ball. The last home regular season doubleheader for Post 164 as Wood sends this one over top of the plate. Kaufman will foul it, so it's now 2-2. Almost seems like Blake was a little surprised that one was as center as it was. And now Wood goes back to the inside, 3-2 and a full count with 1 out.
See what Wood comes with here, if he just challenges him with just a straight fastball or if he tries to come at him with anything a little off speed or a breaking pitch.
Oh, he'll go to the outside. And the full count walk will put Blake Kaufman at first, his second walk today. I'll bring up Jack Jolly.
Sturgis still trying to break this scoreless run here so far.
Here's a drive. That's going to possibly split between left and center, and it will not. Good job by Cooper Chase. He tracks it down as Jolly sends one out to left center, and Cooper Chase runs into the wind. The wind actually kind of helps out both Chase and Owen Bruner as it doesn't go back to the fence, and a fly out to left will record out number 2 and keep the runner at first. And now here's going to be a hit that goes over the top of Walker Wiesman out to center with Owen Bruner. The lead runner in Kaufman will stay at second, and a single recorded for Jaron Andrzejewski. He's now 3 for 3 on the day.
Wow. Yeah, that was about a foot over the glove of the outstretched Wiesman there. Went into left short, left center field. And, yeah, he just continues hitting well.
Got to do that, especially in this wind, not have it get caught up in the jet stream and not give a chance to slow up that ball for your outfield to track it down. As, again, that one glances right over the top of the glove of Walker Wiesman at short. Here's Landon Lyons, the center fielder, who is 0 for 2 on the day. The fly out and a strikeout. He's able to hit this one out towards right, and Jackson Peters Hatton quickly gets it to Sean Sewell at first, and now another single, back-to-back singles, loads the bases with 2 outs.
And this is as much of a threat as Sturgis has had all day, so they would love to break this 0 on the scoreboard, get rid of the shutout.
It's going to be up to Cal Sundstrom, the catcher, who's 0 for 2.
He's due.
The Lions, that was his first hit of this contest. Sundstrom, the lefty, will now have a chance to score the first run for Sturgis. Not before the first pitch leans inside from Carson Wood. He's now up to 72 throws. And
good job by Wiesman to stop that one.
Yeah, as Wood taps his chest like that's on me. So the 1-0, a swing and a miss from the catcher, Sundstrom, makes it now 1-1.
Went right back to that same spot, and a better pitch by Wood.
So 1-1. And this is going to be hooked right into right field. Lands in the Spearfish bullpen. As the lefty Sundstrom now down in the count 1-2. And again with the bases loaded, big spot for Wood to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. Here's the 1-2, swung on and missed. And Wood shuts the door on Sturgis here at the top of 6.
Yeah, we'll see that pitch be thrown to the outside part of the plate as Wood comes in for strike number 3. And yep, a little bit high and outside, and had enough movement on that to make it tough to hit. So 3 on the bases for Sturgis, but they do not score. Going to the bottom of the 6th, Spearfish 7-0 on Sturgis 30. And we'll be back on KDSJ Sports.
your days. The daddy of them all, born out of the American frontier and still standing tall, the world's largest outdoor rodeo and authentic Western celebration. In the heart of the American West, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Come salute our American heroes in the air, in the arena, and in the streets of Cheyenne this July. For tickets, info, and updates, go to cfdrodeo.com. See you in Cheyenne.
Stop it, Dairy.
So here we are at the bottom of the 6th inning on a beautiful, sunny, but yet windy Sunday here on KDSJ Sports, Black Hills Energy Stadium. Post 164 Spearfish leading their arch rival in Post 33 Sturgis 7-0 on our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard here on KDSJ Sports. See the wind just blowing right back into the face of the batters and into us. Walker Viesman, Tucker Olson, Owen Bruner will be your first 3 to go for Andrew Jetski. And this is just the 3rd game he's pitched in this season.
Doesn't seem possible, but that's the way it is. And again, Sturgis is about 15 games they've had? They're what, 5 and 10?
Spearfish 9 and 12.
So 21 games, so.
For Sturgis, announced this week they were going to be voted ineligible for the postseason. So all 16 teams, other 16 teams in the Class A standings are all going to make it to the postseason.
Just the question is, what's your seed?
Spearfish currently in the 13th seed right now. The top 15 go to regionals, with the exception of Rapid City Post 22. As here's a pop fly that's going to land in the Sturgis bullpen on the 1-1 from Walker Viesman. He's 0 for 3, so an uncharacteristic slow start to the day for Viesman, as he's staring at a 1-1 count for the leadoff hitter at short. And he does hit this one out towards center. Tracking it down is Landon Lyons, and now Viesman's 0 for 4.
Viesman just getting under that one, lofting it into center. Not able to get a line drive out of it, and fairly easy fly ball to catch for the center fielder. Now Tucker Olson, on the other hand, has hit a few solid here today.
He's 2 for 3 today, playing second this game. First pitch outside for Andrew Jetski. 15 pitches, check that 16. And Olson, this time he dribbles this one off the third baseman, and Kaufman, now over at third, is not able to make the play, and an error will allow Tucker Olson to reach first.
Yeah, chopped off the dirt, and then a short hop came up on Kaufman at third, and just couldn't do anything with it, couldn't glove it, and then it was too late.
Of course, Andrew Jetski mainly holds down that third base spot. Now held by Kaufman. Blake started the game, and him and Andrew Jetski switched last inning. So Olson away from first. Andrew Jetski, here's his throw, and Brunner pops this one high and catches the wind and sends it to the parking lot. So 1-1 now for Owen Brunner. Olson at first. Olson's going to go, and a foul ball will send Tucker Olson back to first. And now a 1-2 count with 1 out for Owen Brunner.
Yeah, trying to hit and run there. We're post 164.
Sean Sewell on deck, followed up by Chase, Wood, and Peters Hatton. So Brunner now with 1-2. Here's the throw, and this is going to be another pop-up that is going to be out of the park. Still at 1-2. Of course, at the ending of this contest, we will name a superior performer. That's being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. The 1-2 outside from Andrew Jetski. It's going to tie the count up at 2 for Bruner. The super senior, again, still under the age of 18, so is eligible to play this season. 2-2 high, and we're at a full count. Olsen again with a bit of a lead from first. And he thought about going, and pitch that looked really good from back here is going to be called ball 4. Let's check it out on our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay.
See where that one ended up. Again, looked just above the belt for the top of the strike zone.
Oh,
so
yeah, it was a little bit higher. It was good on the x-axis, a bit high on the y-axis.
On the y, yep.
Now we have runners at first and second with 1 out. So here comes Sean Sewell. And Andrew Jetski is low and outside for Sewell.
And we're going to have a little bit of a kind of a funky throw back to the pitcher. And I believe the catcher, Sundstrom, tried to hold up throwing it back. Maybe when he looked and saw his pitcher really wasn't looking at him. So then he ended up spiking it in the ground, but nobody moved up.
So 1-0 now to Sewell. Here is the 1-0. Outside corner, got it. Strike 1.
Again, post 164, if they were somehow able to punch across 3, would end this game in this inning. Now foul ball back. Ball and 2 strikes. And we'll see Sundstrom check the runner behind him and then come with the pitch, and it's lined into center field.
Out towards center, Tucker Olson's going to circle around third, and he will score run number 8 for Spearfish. And a single by Sean Sewell will score 1 run, and the lead is now 8.
Yep, he shot it right up into center field, and it was easy for Olson to come in on that one.
So the score now 8-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Here comes Cooper Chase. Runs 9 and 10 are on base with only 1 out. So some good hits could possibly end this game for Spearfish. And here's a drive that's going to go by second, and that's going to circle Owen Bruner. The cutoff throw to first is not going to be in time, and Bruner scores from third, and now it's 9-0.
And now 2 outs in which to try to make something happen here for post 164 to end the game. Since they have only 1 out in the inning, they got 2 chances unless barring a double play.
1-run RBI single by Cooper Chase. Sean Sewell is that 10th run at second. Back-to-back hits, back-to-back singles, back-to-back RBIs for post 164. And the pitcher Wood, he's 2 for 3 today. An early candidate for Superior Performer, being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. So 1-0 count. Here's the strike. Throw over to second to pick off Chase is not going to be in time. 1-1 now for Carson Wood. And runners away from first and second. Here's a shot that's going to go over to short, and he airs it. And the air allows Wood to get the second. Wood to get the first. Bases are loaded, and with 1 out, here comes Jackson Peters-Hatton. That could possibly end the game.
There's Sewell over there at third, and yeah, he's a winning run. So if you're Sturgis here, you're actually forced to bring your infield in. I don't know if they will or not, but you should bring up everybody to the edge of the grass because you have to cut that run down at home.
So here's Jackson Peters-Hatton, who's 0 for 2, and shoots this one right up over to Short. Short picks it up. Does not. He does record the out from Cooper Chase over at Carson Wood over at first, but the throw over to second on the double play, the throw over to first from second on the double play is not going to be there. Sean Sewell does score from third, and the game is over. There's a lot of numbers and a lot of words I was trying to get out at once.
Yeah, it went up the middle, and Sewell, once he came across, that was it. And the game over as Spearfish Post 164 puts 3 on the floor on the board in the bottom of the 6th to win this one 10-0 over Sturgis. Game 2 going to be coming up. First, though, a Stadium Sports Grill post-game show. That's coming up. We'll get to it in 2 minutes on KDSJ Sports.
Spearfish at the mouth of Spearfish Canyon for food, treats, and something sweet. Home of the ever-changing Blizzard menu featuring a Blizzard of the Month you gotta try while it lasts. Grab great value with the $7 lunch. Choose a burger or chicken strips plus a sundae or upgrade to a small Blizzard. Try the new DQ cupcake treats. Cool off with refreshing DQ sparklers and coolers and satisfy any craving with classic DQ soft serve favorites. And don't forget ice cream cakes and Blizzard cakes for birthdays, celebrations, or just because. Dairy Queen Spearfish. Happy tastes good.
If it can be imagined, it can be created. Eaton Construction in Belle Fourche specializes in site development for your next commercial project. Size is no issue. Earth moving for grading on any level. Utility installation for single projects or entire subdivisions. Whatever the project, Eaton Construction has it handled. Gravel hauling. Construction of roads from scratch and down to basements. You know who you need for the job. Eaton Construction. Call 605-210-2223 today. That's 605-210-2223.
Hillen Optical has been helping families see clearly for over 50 years. They're more than just an eye care center. They're part of your community, committed to keeping your family's vision healthy and strong. From kids' first eye exams to the perfect frames for every family member, they're here to make your experience easy, affordable, and comfortable. Come visit Hillen Optical, where your family's vision is their top priority, because seeing life's special moments starts with healthy eyes. Hillen Optical, caring for your family one pair of eyes at a time.
Todd Poling and the A&W team are excited to be bringing the classic A&W brand back to Spearfish in the Northern Black Hills. And they're even more excited to be cheering on the Spearfish Spartans. Stop in for delicious burgers, chicken tenders, cheese curds, and of course their world-famous root beer made fresh in-house every day. Scan the QR code on your screen or mention the code Spartans25 for 10% off orders all day, every day. A&W and Spearfish, inside Walmart on 1st Avenue. Let's go Spartans!
Welcome back to Spearfish, game number 1 in the books, and Post 164. 10-run roll over their arch rival, the Sturgis Post 33 Titans, 10-0 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. And welcome into our Stadium Sports Grill post-game show. It's being brought to you by the great folks at the Stadium Sports Grill at 644 Main Street in Spearfish. It's where sports fans meet, believe it or not.
I believe it. That's where I would meet if I was a sports fan, which I am.
Yeah. Great place to have some great food, a few drinks, watch some great sports and the World Cup, and just celebrate whatever you're celebrating with friends and family. It's the Stadium Sports Grill. It's where sports fans meet. As we go to our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay and highlight reel. Paul, your thoughts on game numero uno?
Well, that's what Post 164 needed to do, was just get some hits on the board. They played some pretty solid defense, no glaring mistakes. Carson Wood pitched a really pretty good game.
He was very good today.
He kept the Sturgis off balance for the most part, but and then when a few guys did get on base, he was able to buckle down and just turn in a pretty good performance with, I'm not even sure how many pitches he threw, but it wasn't an awful lot, so nice job.
So Spearfish got on the board in the first inning, 2-0. No team scored in the second, and Spearfish added 5 to blow this game open in the third. They led 7-0 until the 6th inning. And then 3 runs scored, completed by a hit by Jackson Peters-Hatton to a single sac fly, that is, or a ground out, that is, that ended the game. As we go through the statistics for this contest, first of all for Sturgis, total of 6 hits but no runs scored. They were led by Jaron Andrzejewski, who was 3 for 3 today. And then hits from Ethan Cermak, he was 1 for 3. Landon Lyons was 1 for 3. And Votny, was 1 for 3 as well. Meanwhile, for Sturgis on the mound, Blake Kaufman will take the loss. He went 4 1/3 innings, allowing 7 hits and 7 runs, 5 earned over, 4 1/3 innings. Walked 2, struck out 5. Jaron Andrzejewski came in with 1 1/3 inning in relief, allowing 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, walked 2, struck out none. Meanwhile, for Post 164, leading them at bat was Tucker Olson. It was a tie between Tucker Olson. He was 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Owen Bruner with 2 runs scored. Sean Sewell was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Cooper Chase 2 for 3 with 1 RBI and a run scored. Carson Wood, the pitcher, 2 for 4 with 1 run and 1 RBI as well. 9 hits for Spearfish, 8 RBIs, 4 total walks, 5 strikeouts. On the mound, Carson Wood going the entire way. He's your winning pitcher, allowing 6 no runs, 6 hits, walked 2, struck out 5, only throwing 75 pitches.
That's pretty good. That's
pretty decent day.
Yeah,
for
really good day.
Carson Wood. It's time to name a superior performer for this contest. It's being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. And you know what? For that good day at bat and a great day on the mound, it's Carson Wood, our player of the game. Brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Only allowed 6 hits, did not allow a single run, and also had an RBI and a run scored, and 2 for 4 from the plate today was Carson Wood. He's your player of the game. Brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Remember, if you missed any of the action, you can listen to any game anytime. Just tune in to KDSJ980.com. Go to the podcast tab, and you can re-listen to all of our previous sports broadcasts on the radio. And to rewatch this game or any other game from American Legion Baseball this season from Spearfish or from softball, baseball, rodeo, football, volleyball, basketball, and anything else in between, you can do that all on our YouTube page at KDSJ-TV. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to KDSJ-TV on YouTube, and also to stay up to date on the latest news and sports happenings. Follow us on Facebook at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. Well, we're not done yet. We got Game 2 coming up here in a matter of moments. So probably be around 3:15 start, if I were to guess. Maybe around 3:20, somewhere around there.
I think that's a good guess.
But again, you can, if you subscribe to KDSJ-TV, you'll be notified when we go live with game number 2 of this doubleheader on this Sunday here between Spearfish and Post 164. Paul, am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
All right, let's go
break, and then we'll be back.
Let's go get a hot dog. We'll send it back to Cody Oliver, and he can rocking and rolling with you guys with some of the best hits. Because, again, remember us disc jockeys pick the music. And Cody Oliver, he's going to be taking care of you guys for the next few minutes, and he'll get you back on with some of the best music ever made from the 60s and 70s on KDSJ Radio. And also a big thank you to Cody for running the board here today with KDSJ Radio. For Paul James, I'm Clayson Davis. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.